The river had never spoken to anyone before, but on that morning, it whispered Erin's name. He was standing on the edge of the old bridge, watching mist rise from the water, when he heard it, soft and clear, calling him forward. Erin had lived in the town of Greyhaven all his life, and nothing ever changed there. Same stone streets, same quiet mornings, same fading dreams. But the whisper in the river felt different, like an invitation and a warning at the same time. Without knowing why, Erin stepped off the bridge and followed the narrow path along the river bank. The mist thickened, wrapping around him, until the town disappeared behind a wall of white. His heart began to race, but his feet kept moving, guided by something he could not see. Soon the path ended at a place he had never seen before, a tall stone arch covered in glowing symbols. The river flowed straight through it, as if passing into another world. When Erin touched the stone, warmth spread through his hand, and the symbols lit up brighter, reflecting in the water like living fire. The air shifted, and suddenly the world felt wider, deeper, and more alive. Erin stepped through the arch. On the other side, the river widened into a silver lake, surrounded by towering cliffs and floating islands that drifted slowly in the sky. Strange birds with shining wings circled above, singing melodies that felt like stories without words. Erin stood frozen, unable to believe what he was seeing, until a voice spoke behind him. "You crossed the gate. That means the journey has chosen you." He turned and saw a girl about his age, wearing a long blue cloak, her eyes sharp and curious. She introduced herself as Lyra and said this land was called the Driftlands, a place that existed between worlds. Travelers rarely came here, and those who did were never ordinary. Before he could ask more, the ground trembled. From the distant cliffs, a deep sound echoed, slow and powerful, like something massive shifting in its sleep. Lyra's expression changed. "The sky pillar is waking," she said. "If it falls, the Driftlands will collapse into the void." They set off across the lake in a small boat that moved without oars, guided by glowing currents beneath the surface. Dark clouds gathered above the floating islands, and cracks of light flickered through the sky like breaking glass. Their first stop was a ruined tower standing on a drifting rock. Inside, they found an old device shaped like a compass, its needle spinning wildly. Lyra said it was a pathfinder, once used to locate the sky pillar's energy core. When Erin touched it, the needle snapped into place and pointed toward the storm. They followed the pathfinder across unstable bridges of light and narrow trails carved into floating rock. At one point, the path collapsed behind them, leaving only empty sky where they had walked moments before. At the center of the storm, they found the sky pillar, larger than any mountain, floating above a swirling sea of light and shadow. Cracks ran through its surface, leaking glowing energy into the air. They entered through a break in the stone, where the air hummed with power. Inside, gravity felt uncertain, pulling them sideways and upward at random. Pieces of rock floated freely through glowing tunnels. Shadows gathered, forming shapes that blocked their way and drained the light around them. Erin closed his eyes and focused on the feeling that had guided him since the river. Light spread around him, steady and warm, and the shadows pulled back, opening a path forward. They reached the core chamber, where a sphere of pure energy floated, cracked and unstable. Lyra said the core needed a living anchor, someone who could steady the energy by connecting with it directly. Erin stepped forward and placed his hands on the glowing surface. Light and pain rushed through him, and he felt the whole world at once, fragile and alive. He focused on one simple thought: to hold everything together. The energy answered, and the cracks slowly began to close. When his strength started to fade, Lyra held his hand and shared the. Together they held the core steady until the final crack sealed and calm light filled the chamber. The storm outside vanished, and the floating islands drifted peacefully once more. When Eren woke, he was lying under a clear blue sky, the driftlands safe again. Lyra told him the gate would soon return him home. Back on the old bridge in Greyhaven, the town looked the same as always,